Yeah,
Oh, good.
I want to talk about Captain Marvel and Ray. And I want to correct something I've said before, but I also want to just talk about the what I like about those characters and why I'm, hopeful for the future of both of them. And talk about Captain Marvel, so talking about what if. But like and I like, well, first off, I like the movie. I like the Captain Marvel movie. I don't know if we ever had an in-depth conversation about it. I actually like that movie.
I do
Um,
too. I never really understood why people didn't like it.
yeah,
Like, it
I
was a
think
fun
we
movie to me.
yeah, I think we did talk about it before. I really like that movie. There are other Marvel movies I like more, sure, but I thought it was a good movie. And it's definitely, as usual, the case of a lot of sexist people just being sexist. The moment
Yeah.
a woman's a main character, people find reasons to be upset. Same thing with Star Wars with Rey. And I just want to correct myself. Rey isn't a Mary Sue. We said that before. In the Star Wars episode where we just talked all about Star Wars, that one episode, I think we misused that term. There's this YouTube video on one YouTube channel called Overly Sarcastic Productions. They have a video all about the term Mary Sue and like its history. And its history comes from literally somebody making a fan fiction about Star Trek. And I believe the character was named Mary Sue. And they essentially, the character was perfect, could do no wrong, and essentially took attention away from literally everything else in the story. And that is, I think, what a Mary Sue truly is. A Mary Sue is supersedes their importance, supersedes the entirety of the story and the characters surrounding them. And in that sense, Rey did not do that. Rey didn't completely take the shine from every single character or the story itself. There were B plots, C plots, D plots within the prequel trilogy that didn't just focus on Rey. So in that sense, I think that we misused that term. And also, I like Rey. I feel like, I haven't rewatched that episode, and that episode's probably really long, so I'm not going to. But I like Rey. Whenever, because it's bound to happen that we get a sequel of some sorts to the prequels, whether it's a live action show or an animated show. We've talked about 1,000 times about how Finn was shafted and he deserves so much more. They definitely disrespected Finn. But also I want to see more Rey and I want to see more Poe. And I want to see more of a lot of characters introduced in the prequels. I want to see a Clone Wars style sequel to the Star Wars prequels, to where it doesn't just focus on, like how Clone Wars didn't just focus on Anakin and Obi-Wan and other characters that we already know. It focused on characters that were introduced, other characters that were introduced during the prequels. And it also focused on characters that were introduced in the Clone Wars. I want to see the same thing happen with the prequels. I keep saying prequels. I'm messing myself up. The sequels. Yeah, I just want to say that real quick. Any thoughts before,
I like Ray. I feel like she had it a little too easy.
Yeah, I have my problems with Ray.
I feel like she did. But I do like her. Like, I don't understand why people don't like her.
Yeah, a lot of people, why.
Yeah, no, I don't, like, I have my problems with it, but they don't really come from her as a character as much as they do from like her story.
But yeah, I agree. I think she had things a little too easy and then was never addressed. Like they never were like, okay, like, yeah, I agree. I feel like in terms of her training, things went a little too quickly.